Hello, my name is Erik Szczygieł and I finally decided to create a YouTube channel where I will hopefully upload a lot of videos about digital and traditional art and about art in general. And also it's one of my first times ever when I do a voiceover a video, so forgive me if I will repeat myself a lot of times or will do some dumb mistakes. I guess I have to get used to recording my and listening to my own voice, but hopefully in time it will get a little bit easier. So in the video today that you are watching right now, I want to show you one of the methods that I really like for creating quick, rough concept and different designs for a certain thing. In this case, it is supposed to be some sort of a lower class worker or citizen based in a fantasy setting or something like this. That will revolve all around creating one silhouette, establishing all the light setup, the detail, the amount of detail on the first silhouette, and later after finishing the first guy, to duplicate him, or it can be pretty much anything. It can be done with plants, animals, buildings, pretty much. This method works for everything, and it does not require to focus a lot on the rendering, because as you can see, all the things are pretty much readable. Like, you can understand the basic idea what he is wearing and what the detail on what is the detail on his clothing. And as you can see, after finishing the first guy, I can duplicate him, and pretty much without thinking and worrying about the light setup, about the proportions, I can start changing his clothes to see how different type of clothing will look or will work in the things that I want to achieve. So as you can see, the second guy is finished way faster than the first one, as I said before, because everything is already established, and now I can purely focus on the design to test different solutions, to see how, for example, he will look in a skirt, how the design will look if he will have, for example, a hood like right now, or what will be the effect if I will change, for example, I don't know, his arms, or pretty much anything. Like right now, after having already established proportions, already established values and everything, I can purely focus on creating like tons of different variations that later can be used in some illustrations or some concept art designs, or just be done for fun, like a quick design test, where you can see with how many variations of the same thing you can come up with while drawing or painting or pretty much anything. I believe it can be even faster if you will use some sort of photo textures and bash all of the things from the photos, but in this case I pretty much wanted to see how much I will be able to paint these guys in more or less hour and a half or something like this. Like, the beauty of this method is because you don't focus too much on the detail, like more on the overall feeling, you can create way more variations and not to worry about the rendering. Like, I believe later, if I will decide like I like this guy or I like how this guy looks, later I can refine one of the sketches and make them look way cooler, and to make them look more interesting, or to place them in some sort of an illustrations, as I said before, or something like this. So also what I like in this method is I can think in contrasts. So for example, if I did a guy with only one arm hidden, now I can make a guy with two arms hidden. If I made a guy in a tight pants, now I can make a guy in a loose pants. So working with different, like, the ideas will basically come to you by itself. It does not require tons of thinking, and finishing, for example, in the whole day like 40 different sketches will feel pretty nicely, because you will have a nice amount of workload that later can be used in a different projects, as I mentioned earlier. So in this case you can see I made a really quick trick with a shadow to make the presentation a little bit clearer, and the final result also contains some knights that I forgot unfortunately to record, but I guess I will redo them later. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did.